Today's episode of Distorted View Daily is brought to you by Quantum Energy Squares. 100 milligrams of caffeine and 10 milligrams of protein in every single square. 2,500 five-star reviews can't be wrong. Use promo code FREAK to get 25% off your order at quantumsquares.com.
Freaks, it's Monday, October 20th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, traveling back in time to gun down Jesus. Plus, a gas pump nozzle is the perfect tool to scratch your dank, crusty asshole. A Washington Monument length of toilet paper for you, not them. And what does a full, luscious pubic bush have to do with this podcast? Find out today.
Learn Spanish the Distorted View way.
Eat me. Cómeme. Eat me. Cómeme. Eat shit and die. Come mierda y muérete. Eat shit and die. Come mierda y muérete. Fuck you. Chingado. Fuck you. Chingado. Fuck your mother. Chinga tu madre. Fuck your mother. Chinga tu madre. Go fuck yourself. Vete a chingarte. Go fuck yourself. Vete a chingarte. Get the fuck out of here. Vete a la chingada. Get the fuck out of here. Vete a la chingada. Shut the fuck up. Cállate el pinche hocico. Shut the fuck up. Cállate el pinche hocico. Piss on you. Méate en tú mismo. Piss on you. Méate en tú mismo. Suck my dick. Chupa mi verga. Suck my dick. Chupa mi verga.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by TV listener Raphael.
LOL. Laughing out loud.
You gotta see the pussy or the butthole.
Try new peanut butter eggs.
It's called Distorted View Daily, and it will rape your mind! Yes! Tim Henson back here with you for the Monday podcast. Have a great one for you, and we are kicking the week off right with a brand new listener sponsorship. Rodder Pay, take it away!
Raphael writes, Tim, I'd like to sponsor an episode, and you can highlight this tool smoke alarm and all. He's gross.
What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea.
Do you want to venture a guess?
Quite frankly, that's above my pay grade.
Understood. Yeah, I have no idea what Raphael is talking about. Guys, you've got to meet me halfway here. I love doing these listener sponsorships. I think it's fun, as long as you're not making me jump through a lot of hoops, but you also have to compose your sentences in a way that I understand what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what that means, smoke alarm and all. I don't know what that... I'm clueless. I am completely in the dark. So now I've got to punish you. This listener sponsorship has now become a spin of the wheel of misery.
Yes. Drastic measures must be taken.
Now, it has been a while since I gave the old wheel a spin, primarily because the last time I spinned a wheel, it was actually the Wheel of Triumph. I was rewarding you freaks for pleasing me. I don't remember exactly what you did. And during that spin, it landed on a week of morning sickness episodes. Now, I haven't produced those episodes yet, you see. That's why I really haven't been utilizing the wheel. I wanted to come through with that last reward or whatever. And, I'm still going to do it. It's just taking some time. But regardless, we need to bring back the Wheel of Misery because you guys are starting to get a little out of line and you must be punished. For those of you that don't know, maybe you weren't around a year or two ago when I created the Wheel of Misery. We actually have two wheels. We have the Wheel of Triumph, which again is to reward you freaks. Maybe someone signed up for a lifetime membership when I really needed the cash, which is always. Please sign up for a lifetime membership. Or you have lined up an amazing celebrity guest for me to interview. That has not happened yet. Or, I don't know. Like, I like to reward you freaks with a spin of the Wheel of Triumph when it is earned. Likewise, when you piss me off, that's when we spin the Wheel of Misery. And I have the wheel here. If you want to blame someone for this spin, well, you're going to have to blame Raphael, because Raphael can't construct a fucking sentence in a way that I can understand it. Do better, Raphael. Do better. By the way, thank you for sponsoring an episode of DV as I continue to shit on you for the next 5 minutes. All right, let's spin the Wheel of Misery here. I gotta maneuver, and because the wheel is far away from me, but let's give it a spin. Round and round the wheel goes. Where she lands, misery goes.
Ooh! The wheel has landed on annoying voices throughout the show.
Yeah, I can do that. And this is what you're getting for your sponsorship dollars, Raphael. So basically what this means is 10 times throughout the episode of DV, for at least 30 seconds, I will adopt an annoying voice. I've got many, so many at my disposal. And that is the misery that will be infecting today's episode of Distorted View Daily. So again, thank you so much, Raphael, for sponsoring today's show. Now, before we get into any audio or news stories or what have you, I just want to say,
I don't know what generation you're from. That's right! This is the first annoying voice! Ha ha ha! Listen, I don't so much care for my listeners today. I hope they all go to Iraq, and I hope a terrorist blows their heads off. I don't know why it's so hard to buy a fucking computer. I need a new one because my old computer is full of viruses. And I've been talking to Keanu Reeves, and I've been sending him money, and we're going to get married, and I can't talk to him without a computer. Now, this isn't rocket science. I just need someone to call me back. You know, I don't know if it's because you're lazy. There are a bunch of Mexicans over there, but I want to buy a computer, and I can't because there's no one on the other end of the line. You know the sad thing about your generation? No one wants to work. You like to take the easy way out. That's not how my Keanu operates, that's for sure. He's a hard worker. He just happens to be stuck over in some third world shithole. He was filming a movie, and he lost his wallet, and I need to wire him some money, and I can't because I don't have a fucking computer. All right.
there you go. That's the first annoying voice segment. 1 out of 10. Buckle the fuck up, freaks. It's going to be a long show. I did want to mention one other thing. This is kind of cool. This was a suggestion. A couple people have suggested this over the years, and finally I am doing something with those suggestions. I was like, wow, you know what? That is a pretty good idea. People have been like, hey, we can call into the voicemail line. We can email the show. Why can't we text DV? I'm always asking you guys for dick pics. This is like the easiest way to send those, right? So there were some technical limitations. You know, when I set up the voicemail line, 20 years ago, I was using some free service that just gave away phone numbers. About 10 years ago, that shut down, and so I had to quickly act to save the oh god phone number that is really become part of our brand, right? I didn't want to get a whole new voicemail line. So I was able to save that number, and I transferred it to a service that is pretty much just like a telephone, like voicemail service. Today, if you try to text 206-666-4463, it's not going to work. It's like pretty much like a landline. So my idea was that we'll just get another phone number that is for texting. And I wanted to get something that was like easy to remember. So I was trying to like spell out things with the numbers, right? And at first, I found 260 DV Daily. That's pretty easy to remember. Other possibilities were 302 Hit Up DV. Probably the most practical was 23 Go Text DV. It kind of rhymes. 3V, right? 23 Go Text DV. Not a bad texting phone number, right? Very easy to remember. 23 Go Text DV. Then I couldn't fucking help myself, and I started typing in, horrible words, like wet shit, which I did find. I found 256 wet shit, right? I found fat shit. 81 cocksore was one that I really liked for a while. There was one phone number that is technically not available, but the person who owns it is willing to sell it for like $400. And that phone number is the number 4 Dick Farts. 4 Dick Farts. I could not justify that cost, even though it would be a tax write-off because it's a business expense. Freaks, you should take a look at my tax return. It's very odd looking. All right, so, I found other things like dumb fuck, cock gag. It was like 567 cock gag, which is actually a really good number. 567 cock gag. Maybe I should have went with that. What I ended up with, and this is our new text line. It's not quite live yet, but it is secured. I plopped down the cash for the phone number, the number 4, followed by the word Harry Cunt. So when you want to text DV, you just type in 4 Harry Cunt. I don't know why. So stupid. What's even funnier, though, is that I had to go through one service to actually buy the phone number. Then I had to go through another service, and I had to port that phone number and move it over to this service that is actually going to be handling it as a phone number, right? The texting and all that shit. But I decided that this service that I'm now using is so inexpensive and better than the service that I'm using for the Oh God voicemail line. I'm just going to move the Oh God voicemail line over to this service as well. And it took me more than a few minutes to figure out that since I'm moving the Oh God voicemail line over to the service, basically I'll be able to receive texts from 206-666-4463. The 4 Harry Cunt line is totally unnecessary. Basically, once the Oh God voicemail line is transferred over to this new service, you'll be able to call in and leave a voicemail like you normally could, or you could text and send pictures and audio, through messaging. The 4 Harry Cunt line that I just bought is completely unnecessary at this point. It was a useless purchase, but for some reason, I still think it was a good buy. What do you think we should do? I'll let you guys weigh in. Should 206-666-4463 be used for everything? Or should that just be for voicemails, and then we'll use the 4 Harry Cunt line as the way to text the show? Again, just so you know, right now you can't text any of those phone numbers. They don't work yet. Although I think if you call the number 4 Harry Cunt, again, that's the number 4, and then the word Harry Cunt, I think it goes right to a message that I set up. So, proves that it's mine. Just have no idea what to do with the Harry Cunt phone number. All right, listen, I do have some audio I wanted to share with you today. I'm a sucker for awful Christian movies. Well, we've got a real doozy today. Have you guys heard of Black Easter? It's a 2022 film. It does have some real star power. Jason Castro plays Jesus. For those of you that don't remember, Jason Castro was on a season of American Idol. I think he came in 13th or something. And then Heidi Montag of The Hills fame. I don't want to spoil anything. I want to play just a little bit from the beginning of this movie before we start talking about it.
What would you do if you could travel in time? Would you manipulate the stock market and get rich?
No, I'd go back in time and buy that 4 Dick Farts phone number before that other asshole purchased it and put it up for sale for like $500. That's ridiculous.
Or maybe you pursue a more noble purpose and help those in need? Would you save people from natural disasters or horrible accidents?
The characters in this film decide to go a different route and instead travel to biblical times to meet Jesus Christ.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, did I say meet? I meant shoot him in the head multiple times. This is such an American thing to do. We build a time machine and then we immediately travel to ancient times and we bring our guns. Yeah, they are wiping out Jesus' entire crew. Jesus is still alive, though.
I've got him.
If you really are the Son of God, you can stop these bullets.
Okay, he's not Neo, right? I mean, he can turn water into wine. He can't stop a speeding bullet. Like, haven't you ever read the Bible? Like, they nailed Jesus' hands to the cross. You don't think he'd like to stop that from happening?
This is for taking my family.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he's a goner. Although, again, if you are familiar with the Bible, you know, like Jesus can resurrect himself. You know, I mean, that's kind of what he does. One of the big plot points of the Bible. It's what made it such a fucking page turner. I'd love my quote on the back of the Bible. You know, when they've got like people who praise the book. Sorry for the pun, praise. But, you know, 5 stars. The New York Times. The Chicago Tribune says it would be a sin not to read the Bible. And then there's my quote. It's a fucking page turner. Tim Henson of Distorted View. All right, so the character in this movie who killed Jesus with a gun is blaming him for the death of his family. I think we're going to need some backstory on that, huh? Thankfully, we now fast forward about 2,000 years.
That's me, Ram Goldstein, the most brilliant genius since Einstein.
Wait, is this a comedy now? Like, what the hell's going on here? This is me. I bet you're wondering how I found myself in such a predicament, going back in time to shoot Jesus in the face.
I'm not bragging, it's just fact. My story is a little hard to follow for even the most avid time traveler fans.
Also, his character's name is Ram Goldstein. Gotta get a little Jew hatred in there.
But don't be disheartened. I'll help you follow along.
All right, long story short, he's in college. There's a girl there he likes.
That's Amy. She's a genius too. It was love at first sight.
He's like a bumbling fool running into her.
Okay, well, at least it was for one of us. Back to Amy. We actually fell in love in my basement.
The only thing this guy is crucifying is the art of acting, I'm sorry to say. Then we're introduced to, like, another set of characters. There's just, like, it's a family. It's a guy driving, his wife in the passenger side, and then some kids in the back seat.
That's Bran. He was a real badass. A decorated war hero that single-handedly saved 15 hostages from an overrun embassy. But right after that, he retired and became a family man. Now he's a security director at the facility.
What facility? Stop asking questions. You don't need to know what facility.
You may not be saving the world, but you're a hero to them. And you're my hero too, darling.
That British accent.
I hope he finishes that sentence with, is atrocious. That, I believe, is Heidi Montag doing a horrible impersonation of a British person. Why did it have to be Jesus getting shot? Why couldn't it have been her character? The mood quickly changes, which happens a lot in this movie.
Hey, you okay?
I'm having this feeling like God is going to do something really miraculous through you.
Not even 5 seconds after she said that, she's fucking impaled by a Mack truck. What? This movie can be described as a lot of things. Subtle is not one of them, though. I guess that's the end of Heidi Montag's part in this movie. So let me guess the plot. So this guy is so upset that God killed his perfect wife that he's going to go back in time now and kill Jesus. To punish him or something, right? That's got to be the plot. You see some death and destruction from this car crash, and then it's back to the comedy.
It took them 3 months to make the announcement, but we're finally famous.
Oh, yeah. About time somebody recognized my greatness.
You mean besides yourself?
That's Simon. He's my best genius friend. He's funny and cool, but his attitude gets us into a lot of trouble.
There's a picture. They made me happy.
That's Felix. He's your stereotype genius.
Is it annoying anyone else that he keeps calling himself and all of his friends geniuses? Like, we get it. You're smart. You made a time machine. Fuck off. You also killed Jesus. You're not so great. Team Genius is working on a teleportation machine, but they have yet to perfect it. They want to start small with a rubber ball, but the cool scientist puts an entire chair in the area. Yeah, let's try to teleport that first.
The chair!
It ain't going nowhere.
Put the rubber ball on the pad. Remember, we get a $2 million bonus if we get this thing to work.
Transport the chair.
And then the girl he likes is sitting next to him.
Every time you pray and nothing ever happens.
Don't mock me.
You're right. I'm sorry. Just because I believe in science doesn't give me the right to make fun of your belief.
God works in mysterious ways, and he might just be working through you. Have you ever thought about that?
Who talks like this at work, insulting other people's religions and stuff? Just do your job, especially considering that he is in love with this bitch. This is not how you get in her pants. Now we pivot back to something very serious. The guy whose wife was just killed in that car wreck, he's going to blow his brains out. He's thinking about it. And then he throws the gun away. He's a pussy. You know what I like to say.
Why don't you just
kill yourself? Instead, he's going to use that thirst for blood and take out Jesus Christ. I wonder how Jesus feels about that. He's not a big fan of people killing themselves, but if the dude killed himself, he wouldn't have traveled back in time and shot you in the head, Jesus, you see? Sometimes suicide is really the best answer for you, if the person killing himself is a murderer.
But I served you. I played this life by your rules. I've done everything that you've ever asked of me. You take my family. What kind of God are you?
I know, sick, right? God is badass. He's pretty extreme. He did way more insane shit in the Bible, though, right? With the floods and the wiping out entire cities. God's capable of all sorts of stuff. Taking out a single family, that's no biggie. Well, of course, the main genius figures out how to teleport things. For some reason, though, he doesn't want to let his bosses know. His boss, and I guess the president of this lab that they work at, he's like an Arab dude, scary Arab man. Well, him and his henchmen figure out that the genius has created time travel or teleportation, and they rough him up and they bring him to the boss.
You have some explaining to do.
Yeah, you're in trouble now.
This makes me rather curious. In my wildest expectations, I would have never figured that you would create time travel.
What, don't you know he's a genius?
All I want is to go back in time and stop the men that killed my parents.
Jesus?
Surely you would do the same if someone killed your parents, wouldn't you?
Of course. But changing time would create an overriding time continuum.
Yeah, this is the part where he warns the boss, don't go back in time. There's going to be some unintended consequences.
What if I could kill Hitler before he came to power? Wouldn't you do that?
Imagine the world today without Hitler. Who's to say the next guy wouldn't be even more destructive?
Yeah, Hitler was pretty great, huh?
Perhaps Allah wants me to work through him to make things right.
Perhaps you can explain why Allah let Hitler rise to power in the first place, if he now has to use you to correct his mistake.
How dare you insult Allah!
Well, you can see where this is going. So yes, time travel has been created, but who's gonna go back in time? I think you know who.
You're still mad at God for your wife and family, right?
Yeah, fuck him! Son of a bitch!
Yeah, I have the perfect mission for you.
Oh, I forgot, I need to be doing annoying voices. How about this one? This is my I'm mad at God voice. Who does he think he is, even? Some big bully up in the cloud? I'll get you one of these days, God. You think you're so big and mean taking my wife from me? I'm gonna go back in time and I'm gonna kill your son with a big gun. Yeah, you're gonna be looking down from heaven. You're gonna see your son's guts spill everywhere. His brain splatter on rocks or whatever they have back then in Bible times. It's almost like I'm God now. What are you gonna do about it, God? Okay, that's enough.
You're mad at Jesus. But wouldn't it be great to know if he was the real deal or just a myth?
And how would you prove that?
Prepare a full combat team and let me enlighten you.
Jesus was like an ancient hippie. You know what I mean? He's just wandering the desert with a bunch of his friends, hanging out with lepers, washing poor people's feet. I don't think you need SEAL Team 6 to take out Jesus Christ. They're bringing their heavy artillery. Meanwhile, Jesus has what? A loaf of bread? It's the closest thing to a weapon he has. All right, so you know what happens. We already played the part where they, shoot Jesus. So what's the aftermath? What happens to the space-time continuum when you take out the Messiah? Anyway, they take the now dead Jesus and they beam back to modern times. Meanwhile, our geniuses see what's happening and they're like, holy fuck, they killed someone. I don't think they know it's Jesus. So they devise a plan to go back further in time to stop these guys from murdering whoever they murdered. And then the movie just gets totally convoluted because it keeps bopping from like super far times in the past to the present to alternate realities. I couldn't follow it.
This is inaccurate. We must be in an alternate time continuum, but how? What time did Einstein program our retrievers?
It was 1:50 a.m.
No, it's only 1:20 a.m. now.
We came back before we left?
If we were gone for 30 minutes, we should have roughly returned around 2:20 a.m.
Wait, a daylight savings time. It started tonight.
Einstein's clock resets at 2:20. It must have overcompensated and sent us back an hour early.
See what I mean? It's way too convoluted for the casual Christian movie viewer. At one point, they go back in time again and Jesus is alive. The cool black genius gets a chance to speak to our Lord and Savior. And he kind of spills it that his good friend Peter's going to die.
Allow Peter to live.
Listen, don't get bummed out, all right? I might be wrong about the whole Peter thing. I kind of turn off your movie when your flesh starts flying around and sticking and stuff.
What is this movie you speak of? Like, Jesus doesn't have a DVD player. Like, he doesn't have a Netflix account. He doesn't know what the fuck movies are. It's 33 AD, for Christ's sakes.
What else do you know of me in your future?
The book that you wrote, the Bible, is the most read book in history. I mean, you have millions of believers.
Jesus didn't write the Bible, right?
Praise you, Father. Thank you for sharing this with me. Your words are encouraging. You have given me strength.
You're going to need it.
I must now.
There's some guys with big guns coming after you real soon, Jesus.
Lay down my life for the sins of this world.
Oh, okay. He's cool with it. He's cool. He knows what's about to happen.
That's not even close to what I said, man.
Okay, Timu, Chris Tucker, calm the fuck down. In the end, they, not God or Jesus, this is a Christian movie still, by the way. In the end, they save Jesus. The geniuses also time travel to the point right before the car accident, and they prevent that from happening. The guy who loses his wife. Then, maybe at some point, the time machine is destroyed, but the genius builds a second time machine and plays the stock market and becomes super wealthy. These are details that don't matter. It's totally unnecessary. But then they travel 30 years into the future. And just like the movie Back to the Future 2, they quickly see that things have gone awry.
We transferred to the future, but we weren't the only ones. The almond that was in Jesus' tomb also transported before his timeline expired. He brought Jesus' DNA with him.
This is just like Biff, in that almanac.
Well, he was able to clone Jesus. Now this new Jesus can raise the dead, levitate objects, manipulate the weather, change molecular structures, and more. Only...
This is the end of the movie, by the way.
One big problem. He's quite the opposite of Jesus.
Sausage.
That must be why they call him...
Meat Skeleton. Yeah.
The Antichrist.
Talk about setting the stage for a sequel. That is Black Easter, also known as Assassin 33 AD, which I think is a better title. If you'd like to try to watch this movie and then explain it to me, I'd appreciate it. It's on a bunch of streaming sites for free, like Tubi. You can watch it for free. Plex, the Roku channel. So it's out there, my friends. It's out there, whether you like it or not. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. You guys know me. I'm a health nut. I'm the very vision of peak male performance. I don't know how I got through that with a straight face. Look at me, just straight up lying to you. No, of course, I love snacking. I'm a big snacker. I'm a sucker for not only other people's pain, I'm also a sucker for chocolate and peanut butter. Imagine if there was a snack that was also good for you. Yeah, I could get on board with that. Well, introducing Quantum Energy Squares. These things are packed with protein and include caffeine to give you a little lift of energy. Plus, the clean nutrition of a healthy snack. But here's the thing. It doesn't taste like sawdust or vegetable jerky. No, these things actually taste good. Quantum Energy Squares come in mouth-watering flavors like peanut butter dark chocolate, pink Himalayan salt, caramel almond sea salt, salted peanut butter crunch, and more. Just go to quantumsquares.com, use promo code FREAK, and you'll get 25% off your entire order. The balanced nutrition of 10 grams of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs are just a promo code away. FREAK, F-R-E-A-K, at quantumsquares.com.
Hi, honey. Stay smoky. This is annoying voice number 3 or 4. I don't know where we're at. If you like Distorted View Daily, sign up for the sideshow. That's our member site at distortedview.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. It's incredibly hard to keep talking like this for long stretches of time. Yes. Every week, Sideshow members get exclusive shows. Yay. If you like the show, support it. I promise to never do this voice again if you sign up at distortedview.com. Also, become a patron. Patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $5. Get access to a special voicemail line where I'll play your calls first.
Holy shit, that's hard. I'm turning blue here. It's hard to breathe when you're doing that.
Yeah, honey. Do you hate this voice? Good. Blame Raphael, today's sponsor. Oh, you yourself can sponsor an episode of the show. Just PayPal Tim. $25 to show at distortedview.com. I've run out of oxygen. I'm going to die now.
Yeah, we're pretty much done with the sponsors, I think. There's a couple people who wanted very specific dates in the future. Like one person wants to sponsor the Halloween shows. But like normal sponsorships, I don't think I have any left. If I missed you, email me, please. But yeah, if you are looking to sponsor an episode of DV and you want to hear your name on the show relatively quickly, now would be a great time. Just PayPal me $25 to show at distortedview.com, or you can go to paypal.me/distortedview. Okay, 2 very quick stories now. First up, once again, an entire news story has been written based on a single 20-second TikTok clip. The clip in question today.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but please start carrying gloves when you are going to the gas station. Yeah, I was at a gas station not long ago, and I witnessed with my own 2 eyes a man at the pump in front of me reaching into his pants and aggressively scratching his ass and using that.
Okay, yes, that is gross, but hear me out. I understand where he's coming from. You know, when you got an itchy asshole, and I've never had this, but I could imagine. You desperately want to scratch it, but you need something hard, right? Something that can really scrape. And while your finger does get the job done, you don't want to get your finger all dirty, first of all. But also, like, having a tool, sometimes it's much more satisfying. It's like when you need a back scratcher, because you can't quite reach the area with your hands. It should be noted that the girl in this video is wearing gloves.
Reaching into his pants and aggressively scratching his ass and using that same hand to grab the pump to put it back. Ever since I saw that, I've never been the same.
My world has been rocked. It's like, yeah, anything that the general public touches is going to be filthy disgusting. And chances are, butt sludge has been transferred onto said object. Everything contains feces. Money, escalator railings, my mustache. Again, the truly shocking thing to me is that a news story was then sort of built upon one woman's account of a guy scratching his ass with a gas pump. And they use 1,200 words in this article. It's too many words. I feel like they certainly could have shortened that up. Like, are they trying to meet a quota or something? All right, so here is the story. A TikTok video urging drivers to wear gloves at gas stations has gone viral after its creator recounted a stomach-turning encounter that forever changed her fueling routine. So I already shared with you the clip. Her warning echoes actual research. Kimberly Clark, those are the toilet paper people, right? I think they make Cottonelle or something. Kimberly Clark professional study found 71% of gas pump handles are actually teeming with microbes. Deborah? Yeah, this is Raymond. Everybody loves me. Yeah, it's one of my voices I do. All right, Deborah. That's all I can do. My Ray Romano is pretty much just me screaming, Deborah. This is another one of my annoying voices, so I'm going to read a few lines as Raymond. Hey, Deborah. Another report estimated they host over 2 million bacteria colonies per square inch, making them thousands of times dirtier than a household toilet seat. Ah, like my mom's house. Everything's covered in plastic. Deborah. Healthcare. That's all I got is Deborah. I think his wife was named Deborah on the show, right? Yeah, Deborah. Robert. Robert's my brother. He's a cop. He sounds funny when he talks, not like me. All right. Healthcare workers in the comments backed her concerns, with one user writing, people do not wash their hands nearly enough. What a profound statement. Well, that's from a healthcare professional. Yeah, people don't wash their hands enough. I'll never pump gas without a glove or wipe. Another healthcare professional, referencing common workplace infections, added that she routinely sees patients with skin and stomach issues likely caused by poor hand hygiene. University of Arizona microbiologist Dr. Charles Gerba, known as the Germ Doctor or Dr. Germ, has long warned that bacteria on hands can transfer up to 7 times before fading. Quote, most cold and flu viruses spread because people touch surfaces, then their faces or others. Washing and drying your hands often is one of the best protections. Again, nothing really profound is being said here. This is all common knowledge. Wash your hands after you touch sticky, disgusting surfaces. One viewer shared that a coworker developed cellulitis, a serious bacterial infection, after cutting his finger on a gas pump. Others offered more lighthearted advice. Hand sanitizer's great, one wrote, but it ain't gonna sanitize poop. There's some amazing discourse going on over there on TikTok. It's like a giant global Mensa meeting. All right, final story I have for you today. This one has to do with toilet paper, so it kind of relates. We got a theme going on here. Charmin, who I guess is owned by Procter & Gamble, or maybe Cottonelle is Kimberly Clark. It doesn't matter. Charmin on Thursday unveiled a supersized forever roll of toilet paper. It's pretty presumptuous. That's a challenge, calling it a forever roll. I accept. My hungry, dirty asshole will devour that thing. Maybe we should put this to the test. I'll buy one of these forever rolls and document how long it lasts. I say 2 weeks tops. Although, since I've been trying to lose weight, I haven't been shitting nearly as much. So maybe I should take a break on this dieting and just gorge for the next month and try to ruin this forever roll. All right. Charmin on Thursday unveiled a supersized forever roll of toilet paper, a 1,700 sheet 2-ply ultra soft roll. The company says can last up to a month. Sure. In a typical 2-person household. The brand likened the roll's height, if unspooled, to the Washington Monument, touting fewer changes and a smoother tear. Finally, some real toilet paper innovation happening. Who's been unhappy with the tear of their toilet paper? Like, has this been a real problem for consumers? And who cares if it doesn't rip on the little perforated line? It's toilet paper, right? It's all going to be rubbed up against your ass anyway. Who cares if it's ripped a little funky, Anyway, whatever. The roll, which Charmin says packs roughly 32 times the sheets of a standard roll, is available nationwide online and at major retailers, including Walmart, Target, and Amazon. Procter & Gamble, there you go. Charmin's parent company said the product is meant to cut down on empty roll moments without sacrificing softness, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Jessica Hastings, a vice president at Charmin, said the company designed the oversized format to reduce the hassle of frequent roll swaps while keeping the brand's familiar feel. Quote, "We know changing the roll all the time is a big pain in the butt. Get it?" That's some toilet paper humor. "That's why we created Forever Roll and are bringing it to people at retailers nationwide. The same soft two-ply Charmin you love, but a bigger roll, keeps you covered, blah, 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 blah." I feel like we've talked about this product before. Did they test market it or something? Maybe there was a press release about that, but it's available nationwide now. People are going crazy on this. I'm on Amazon. 1,000 people have purchased this in the last month. There's a starter kit because what the problem with the giant Forever Roll is it doesn't work on your standard toilet paper holder you might have in the house. So the starter kit comes with a toilet paper roll holder that can accommodate the Forever Roll and 2 Forever Roll rolls, right, for $37.99 on Amazon with 2-day shipping. Quite the deal. Now, they also sell a 3-pack, like a 3 refill pack of Forever Rolls for $33. So when you need more, you'll just purchase those. It seems like a lot of money, but if you compare it to there are various other offerings, like there's one here. You can buy a 6 mega roll pack for $8. You only get 224 sheets in the pack. I mean, I guess it kind of equals out. Whatever. Not a horrible deal, and it is less refilling. You're not constantly putting a new roll on the toilet paper holders. There's some convenience there. I don't know. Look into the Forever Roll, or don't. I don't care. They're not a sponsor. No sweat off my sack. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. Oh, I forgot to use an annoying voice during that last news item. I was gonna do Macy Gray. I tried not to sound like a fucking duck. It's always been my criticism of Macy Gray. She sounds too much like a duck. Quack, quack. Does anyone have some bread? Ducks like bread, right? I like it when the kids feed me. Stupid. All right. Love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedView Show. Let's check in with a few freaks from our Patreon only line.
Tim Henson of the Distorted View podcast.
Oh, this is AI, obviously, right?
I'm calling to tell you that we need more Distorted View. And to get the distorted view from you, I am willing to challenge you to a dance-off.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Shit.
Oh, kill him. Oh, ooh, robot. Ooh, oh.
I got it.
Oh, I am defeated.
Yeah, you can.
I will get more distorted view from you.
All right, that's DanceBot checking in. I will try to get more distorted view out to you. I don't know how, because this is a daily show.
Hey, Tim, this is Tit Dirt, and this call is about singing your praises and pretty much telling you I think you're a pretty genius. A couple of weeks ago...
Thank you, Tit Dirt.
You had this whole bit...
I'm pretty sure I tried to get a Tit Dirt phone number, like TITDIRT.
About these bars in Caldezaville, and each bar had these specials for college kids or girls, and every 5 minutes you would cut to
We've had a lot of Caldezaville content between the bar commercials and that test of patience earlier this month.
New ad for a different bar or the same bar with better deals, and it kept getting crazier and crazier. And I was thinking I was listening to a test of patience.
You kind of were.
At one point, I was
really, every episode of DV is a test of patience in its own special way.
To not like it, but then when it got through to the very, I think, end of the episode, it all looped back, and you said that whole Caldezaville thing. I think there was something about Mead in there. That's where he's from, or that's his bar or something. I forget what it was, but
yeah, because one of Mead's favorite artists is the woman who sang that song Gloria, Gloria, from the 80s. Her name is Laura Branigan, And so we had all these crazy names for the bars, like Bannigan's, Bennigan's, and then we ended with Brannigan's, which was Meade Skelton's Laura Brannigan themed bar.
I thought the whole thing was genius. It was a test of patience with a twist at the end.
Yes.
And you all related it back to
Twist.
me, so that was awesome. I think that's pretty genius of you, Tim. And then...
Tinder, you sponsored that episode.
Back
That's right.
to the whole Caldesaville thing. Where did you come up with that name? Because that name is just, to me, it just sounds catchy. Caldesaville. It's just... I
came up with that even before, I think it was before I did the podcast. I was just making a joke about, I don't remember. I just needed a name of a city. And I didn't want it to be a real place, so I just came up with a name. And I kept going to Google to see if the town that I came up with actually existed. And Caldesaville was one that does not. There is no Caldesaville in the United States, except for, of course, the Caldesaville I reference in every episode of TV, it seems.
Hey, Juggo, Tim.
Juggo.
Calling in. I left a message earlier, but just whatever. Fuck that one.
Okay.
I was calling in because I had a tip. I know you don't use a bidet, but here's a good reason to use it. I've been taking some medication lately, and it causes me to become incontinent. So I'm just...
Oh, shit.
I'm basically shitting bricks, which is not fun.
What the I mean, you don't have to call back and tell me this because it's very personal, but like, what medicine does that to you where you just like lose control of your bowels? That's some powerful shit.
Use the bidet to shoot water straight up my asshole.
Yeah, clean
and
it
it
out.
loosens up the poop.
Oh.
And sometimes the water will surround it, and it just comes out in a gush. And I'll tell you, when you're impacted, it feels fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
No,
it's a real rush.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's another reason. I mean, Lord Douche is away. He's probably back now, but, hey, man, you maybe install that bidet.
We were messing around with that Sora AI video app. You can follow me, by the way, at Distorted View if you want to see some of my homegrown AI slop that I make. Or if you need an invite to the Sora app, I think I have 4 or 5 invites I can share with you. Sora, for those of you that don't know, is this app where you just describe what you want and it'll create a video. And a lot of people are doing some funny videos with that. Anyway, so I've been making some DV-related, short clips. And then I was showing them to Lord Douche, and he was like, you should do one of us, right? First, I was going to do an AI version of the Butterbell confrontation. But we landed on the bidet thing where I asked Lord Douche if we're able to install the bidet. And Lord Douche is like a shadowy druid-like figure with a hood on. And he's got a glaive. And he's like, request denied, now be gone. I'll post it maybe on our Facebook feed or something if you want to see it, and Twitter and stuff. Or you can follow me again on Sora. So... yeah, we still talk about the bidet thing.
Hi, Timmy. It is Sideshow member Stacey in D.C. And
Hello.
I just wanted to say I'm so glad to hear your mom is doing better. I'm sorry
Yes.
that Diane Keaton had to
Well,
sacrifice her.
small price to pay.
But I would say it's for good cause. So
Yeah.
we love you, Patty.
I honestly haven't talked to my mom in a couple days. I feel so bad. But, after, it's just been, all consuming with, my mom. And now that she's, out of surgery and everything, we're like, oh, we can all sort of breathe a sigh of relief. Even though it's not totally over with, it's just things are a little more calm. And so now I'm just ignoring her, which is not good. I need to call. I'm going to call her today. But yeah, hopefully she's continuing on the road to recovery there. All right. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. You guys got off easy with that annoying voice thing. I didn't do it nearly enough. You will pay dearly at some point for your crimes. All right. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
That's not even close to what I said, man.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be a full-length one just for Sideshow members, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Levens is a
secret whole number between 2 and 3.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.